Well, hi there, I'm Natasha of Artemis Yarns, and today I wanted to shoot a small video to kind of making a recap or to explain to those who don't know me what kind of advents I make and how I make them, and giving you all these details about what it's going to be colorwise, and maybe some hints about the goodies, and we're going to talk about the pattern maybe, because I'm not 100% sure where I'm going with this one, but I want to make one. So yeah, well, it's confusing, so I'm going to go point by point. I have a small list and I have the mandatory tea, and you are in the studio, and this is a huge mess actually, so I'm trying to keep it real there. And yes, my plant is definitely thirsty, so I'm gonna take care of this later. And so yeah, this is the first video. I'm pretty camera shy and I'm definitely not used to make videos, so I hope you'll bear with me and going to endure this as much as I do, but I hope I'm going to enjoy it and try to make it more often. So let's dive in. Okay, so I have my notes, and yep. So yeah, this year it's going to be Medusa, which I'm very, very, very excited about. I mean, I love the theme, I love the story, and I'm currently reading a book about it, so to get in the mood, to get inspired for Colorways name, Colorways, which yes, it really inspires me for the Colorways, but usually how I work when I plan an advent is that I usually draft the colors on paper or on the tablet, and I kind of paint the rough idea I have of the pattern, of the colors, of the fade, and I go from that at the dye studio, and then at some point, after several attempts, I usually end up with the kind of fade that I had in mind. So yeah, I know it's quite confusing, but it's been a few years now. I'm so sorry, I don't remember the name of the knitter that suggested the idea. I need to write a name down, definitely. And she was the one that came to me and said, I'm really not into mini skeins. And I can totally understand that, because if you do an advent every year, then you end up with a huge amount of mini skeins, and I don't know, some of you may not like it. Maybe they are kind of overwhelmed by the quantity, and maybe they are not fast knitters, and maybe they need more time to knit something with the advent. So she was like, hey, maybe you can try to do for me a custom advent with just 4 skeins, full skeins, to open on each Sunday, just like the regular Advent candle tradition that some of you have, especially in Nordic countries, which I understood from her. And then this is how we came up, but with her help, I came up with the idea of the weekend Advent, which is 4 full skeins, fading, and the succet and at the end, which usually is the same succet that the one that you have with the full advent. The full advent is 24 mini skeins fading and the succet at the end. But this year I might break with this tradition because I'm not really sure the success of the weekend advent will be the same uh, as the full advent. So I'm still getting through that. I don't know. But a lot of you are asking sometimes if it's going to be the same. So I don't know. I'm wondering. Maybe that's a good thing. You can reply. Maybe it's your input might be valuable. If I don't know, some of you purchase the full advent and the weekend advent, which is perfect, and I'm very, very thankful for that. But I'm wondering, maybe you are annoyed to get the same success twice. So maybe to change that would be a great idea. I don't know. Maybe. You tell me. And so yeah, I'm battling with that lately. I don't know. I need to figure it out. So yeah, I will. And so yeah, 2 advents, full advent, 24 mini skeins. We'll talk about the bases later because honestly, I don't know. I mean, the classic ones will be there for sure. I mean, the sock, the classic sock, eye twist, which I love, and it really takes the dye perfectly, and it's, I don't know, I really love it. Some people don't, but I love it. My favorite base. So eye twist for sure, classic sock for sure, single ply for sure, single fingering, and I was considering adding a non-superwash base to the lot. So I don't know. I saw a base that I really love. It's non-superwash baby llama, and it's so soft. I don't know. If you like this idea, maybe let me know and I will add it. So yeah, might be something. We might be onto something. So I'm writing it down actually, so not to forget. So it's 4-ply and it's fingering weight, so sock weight. And I think it's 400 meters for 100 gram skeins. Might be a good idea. Good idea. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So baby llama, and you let me know if you're into this. So that's it. And for same basis for the weekend advent, obviously. So we are going maybe to do 4 bases for the advent, which is more complicated. I mean, for me, as a dyer, I like to keep it simple when it comes to advent. So I don't know. Trying this year, maybe I'll regret later. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, for the goodies, I asked something lately on Instagram, and you were a lot to say that you really like needle stoppers, even so I have a friend, Katie, that really had no idea what the needle stoppers were when she opened the Iris event from last year. And I mean, it's not her fault at all, because the needle stoppers are actually silicone beads. So yeah, I mean, I should have probably wrote it on the label. Maybe I should have mentioned that it was actually needle stoppers. Otherwise, you are just like receiving beads and you're like, okay, nice, cute, thanks, but I have no idea what to do with that. So, or maybe buttons. She was at some point going to use them as buttons, so, which is clever. I'm totally getting a point, but I feel so bad that I made it so confusing for so many of you, because she was absolutely not the only one to let me know that she was kind of, confused about this one. So Needle stoppers, yeah. I'm not saying there are going to be needle stoppers, but that's really, really something I'm digging into, to find ones, maybe some that are matching the overall vibe of Medusa this year. So I don't know if I find something cute and matchy, so it's going to be, otherwise no, I'm going to find something else. I don't want to spoil, but stitch markers, yeah, I kind of always add stitch markers, but I don't know, because it's related to the pattern. Usually what I like to do is, if I design a pattern that calls for or needs a special amount of stitch markers, like, I don't know, last year I designed the Mooncloud shawl, and it required 2 hoops and a progress keeper. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do, to create the custom set of stitch markers that is exactly what is needed to make the shawl. So since I am not completely sure of the kind of pattern that I want to design for Medusa, I mean, I have lots of ideas, but designing is not my main job, and I am just debuting, so it's complicated. It means I don't know exactly the amount, the kind of stitch markers we are going to need, and if I don't know that, I can't assemble the set. So I don't know, we are going to see. So yeah, stitch markers, yep, maybe, most probably, but how many, I don't know, and I don't know, I need to figure this out. And what else? Oh, so many of you mentioned tape measurers, which I think is a great idea, really great, because I always lose them, and it's super handful. So yeah, I love this idea. I need to check this out too. And somebody mentioned bags, so yeah, it's also a great idea. I'm really doing some research about that, so I don't know. I loved the pouch from last year, but I really want to do something different for this year, so I don't know, maybe something with handles might be a little bit practical, so need to dive in and check something for that. So yeah, and yeah, I don't know, I have so many ideas that but yeah, bags, you can almost say that it's a yes. I mean, I'm totally spoiling everything for this advent. This is ridiculous, but yeah. And for the colors, so yeah, let me take my phone and see what I posted for the, yeah. So yes, if you saw this on Instagram, this is just the mood board, and I'm working with this one lately at the studio to create my colorways and combos, and also, by the way, nothing of the things that you see behind me is for Medusa. Let me check. I'm just being very assertive there, but no, that's okay. No Medusa on the background, so perfect. And so yeah, some of you asked if it was going to be very dark or either very light and bright. And I'm gonna say a little bit of both. So, you know, if you know how my advents work, going to give a big hint there, but if you know how I present and make my advents, usually it goes from a very dark colorway, and the middle of the fade is the lightest point, and then I go back to another dark colorway. So usually I like to keep it like that, dark, light, dark, and to have this fade progression going on. So, and what I do is when I release the official cover of the Advent, you can usually, do I have one there? No, I don't think so. Maybe over there. I should have prepped. This is why YouTube video makers, and they just get shit ready, which I didn't. Maybe I don't. Oh yes, I might have. There we go. So yeah. Usually what I do is I hide the actual fade in the cover. So last year it was like that. So it's not exactly like that, but yeah, I go from purple. I went from dark, kind of not dark, but intense purple, and went all the way to bright berries. So, it's not exactly this one, but yeah, that's kind of the general idea. You can feel and I have a rough idea of how the fade is going to be. And for the Ariadne, it was kind of the same, but I did it like that. So it was from dark green, no, not dark green, olive. No, it's in reverse. It started from brown. So yeah, so confusing. It started from dark brown, ochres, rusty, then yellowy, and then there was this part that was salmony, purpley, and then we went to the olive green. So yeah, usually I hint the fade in the cover, so might be a good idea to really look at the Medusa cover this year. So yeah, and for the pattern, yeah, I'm kind of very, very, very confused because I don't know where I'm going. I have an idea, I mean, but it's complicated to knit a lot and for a long time without knowing how the finished item will look. I mean, this year I'm not going for a shawl, so I mean a flat shawl is easier because you run a little bit and you already have a rough idea of how the fabric is going to be and the overall size and all. So the one I'm doing like is much more hard to figure out, so I'm not going to spoil, but yeah, it's complicated. I hope I'm going to make it, so I don't know. And the added complexity of my Advent patterns is that I have to make it work for the weekend Advent and the full Advent. So usually I have to write the pattern once or twice and modify yard edges, and to make sure that each and every person of you, each and every knitter that is going to receive the Advent and want to knit the pattern will have a smooth knitting session. So yeah, it's not the easiest task, so I don't know. I'm working on getting better at this. So this is why my Advent patterns are tech edited. So, and test knitted. I just don't want to give away something that is not fully checked and yeah, nice and tidy and clean, and that, I mean, I don't want the knitters to have to do this job to check if there are any mistakes. I mean, I'm not judging anyone. I just feel it's better for me this way. So I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking if I have anything more to let you know about this, but maybe you will come up with much better questions, and I will be like, oh yeah, I don't know. I need to figure it out. So, I don't know. This is that. Oh, and yes, I have another advent. I completely forgot about it. I have, okay, so introduction. I am the dyer of Artemis Yarns, but I have a sister shop, which is Ivy Fiber Co. And it's really different, but it's mostly non-superwash yarns, untreated yarns, natural wools, and it's naturally dyed with plants and anything natural that can basically dye yarn. So and I decided to make an advent. So I had this idea of a very, I don't know, quirky and fun advent about mushrooms. So yes, this is, I don't know, I was talking about with my man Jean, and he was like, mushrooms, I don't know. This is so weird, but yeah, I don't know, I love this idea. So it's going to be like a classic advent. It's going to be 24 mini skeins and 1 full skein, and goodies, obviously, and a pattern. And I already have like almost finished writing the pattern. I love it, and it's so fun. So I don't know, if you want to check it out, it's on Instagram too. I don't know how I will manage to, I don't know, write anything on the video. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this video, and I have absolutely no idea where I'm supposed to look. You might have figured by now. I mean, some people say we have to watch these. I mean, looking straight at the camera, but I find, I don't know, I find it confusing. Like, I don't know. Would you be more comfortable if I looked at the camera? Maybe if you let me know, it would be a great idea. You let me know if you prefer me looking at the camera. I'm going to try. It's so tricky. So if I'm looking straight at, I don't know, it feels weird, but maybe I can teach myself to look at this if it makes, I don't know, if it makes it easier for you. So also, if you would like me to switch back to French and make a video of this in French, let me know, because I can. I can't knit in French, but I can speak French. I mean, I'm French, so might be something I'm able to do. Donc pour nos amis français, si jamais vous voulez que je change et que je refasse cette vidéo en français, je peux, car je ne tricote pas en français, car je ne sais pas lire les patrons, mais je parle français, car je suis française. Je sais, c'est perturbant. Beaucoup de gens pensent que je suis pas française. Donc voilà, c'est possible. So, sorry for the interruption, but yes, most people don't know, or maybe don't people, I'm sorry, so many people assume that I'm something other than French, but yes, I'm French. I just think it's easier for me to work in English, and I can connect with so much people and from any part of the world, and we can share and we can discuss, and I get to make new friends. So I love this, and this is why I usually do most of my job in English. So sorry, French fellas, but yeah, I'm going to work on that and be more invested in speaking more French and sharing more stuff in French. So yeah, I'm not leaving you down. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there because I will have to pick up the kids and do lots and lots of mom stuff. That is the best. I mean, I love my kids, but yeah, all the house stuff is not my jam. So yeah, yeah, going to do that. And please let me know if you have any other questions, ideas, stuff that you'd like me to elaborate on. And yeah, if you want to let me know what you think of this first video, yes, please do. If you have a very, very bad opinion about what I did, don't share it. I mean, I'm not strong enough to take this. So yeah, no, I'm just not enticing you to say just good stuff, but yeah, it would be better for my mental health. But yeah, I mean, if it's shitty, I kind of know. I mean, I'm pretty hard on myself already, so yeah. So yeah, here's to that. There we go. That's a wrap, I think. 26 minutes. It's a good start. So yeah. And if you want more videos, so I was thinking about a video where I can share all my whips, which will be like a 3 hours video. But I mean, wouldn't it be nice if I shared all the crazy knits I've made lately? I mean, I've this. What can I show you? Yeah, this one too. Ta-da-da! Yeah, this is cane bow. There we go. Almost a sock. Yes, if you know me, you know I have a massive I have a massive second sock syndrome. So many S's. Yeah, I have an issue with that. So, I mean, yeah, not all the time because yeah, 2 socks. I know. Yeah. Love them so much. So yeah, if you're interested in me gathering all the whips I have in the house and making a video about this, I would love to. So yeah, do that. All right. See ya, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.